And I'm reminded that years ago when I was working with children in the church, some of us were asking the question about what might help the development of faith in preschool children. What might enable preschoolers to feel that this Christian community was a place to keep involved with as they grew up. We didn't think that it was actually learning Bible stories. But what was it? We came up with 3 ingredients. First of all, recognising that the young child needs to feel safe, to be confident that this particular place and its activities are okay. That's about trust. And then they need fun. Kids are not going to hang around or see the value of something if it's boring. And the heart of fun for young children is exploring their world. That's where the fun, the excitement is. Above all, children need to sense that they're valued, that they belong, that they need love. So trust, fun, love. Core components for children to want to be part of any group or activity. Might they be relevant as we consider Christianity in today's context? Think about trust in relation to faith. In its everyday usage, faith means that we trust despite direct evidence. Like having faith that the floor will be there when we put our foot out of bed in the morning. We trust that. I don't open my eyes to test, actually, at that stage, but it is faith that I work on, a sense of trust that that is so. And faith is about trust, not about certainty. I would say that faith exists where certainty cannot. And the moment we're certain in our beliefs, we've moved outside of faith. It's certainty, not doubt, that is faith's opposite. And that's so with spirituality too. If we think we have the answers, or the perfect set of spiritual exercises, we've lost it. It's become rigid, bounded by certainty rather than trust. So I'm suggesting that the sense of trust, not a certainty of belief, is the core of faith. That that's significant for spirituality today and is a relevant emphasis for contemporary Christianity. And we noted that the young child needs fun and finds it in exploring the world. I think that's true for all of us, actually, but we forget it. The fun component continues to point us towards exploring our world, continues to push us to seek out ideas and ways of working that work well for us, to keep thinking carefully about this world and its people and its needs and its issues. In traditional faith, that includes doing theology, not simply receiving its teaching. In spirituality, it includes openness to new insights, not simply relying on a guru or a set of rules. The child's basic tool in exploring their world is why? And the best, most helpful response is, why do you think? A closed answer shuts down curiosity. In the church, I think we've done that particularly with teenagers who ask questions of faith, belief, theology, the Bible, and we give answers. instead of encouraging curiosity and exploration and thought. It's the next question that keeps explorative openness alive. Fun, a component in spirituality and faith that pushes us away from reliance on specific beliefs towards the next question, the next exciting adventure in faith or spiritual experience. And then there's love. We're used to talking about love. We feel comfortable with love. But sometimes I think it is more a comforting feeling or idea than it is anything sharply related to how we actually live. And yet it seems to me that the concept of love out of the New Testament and the teaching of Jesus is all about our lifestyle, about the way we act to care for others and for our planet. Contrary to faith is what you believe, or spirituality is what goes on inside you, I'm saying that Christianity is not simply a set of ideas to believe. It's not about things in our head. It's about a way of living in the world. And the core of Jesus' teaching, if you give a bit of distance to John's Gospel and Paul's theology, which I think we ought to do, the core to Jesus' teaching is ethics, as we'll talk about it today. How we live and relate expresses our faith as nothing else can, and is the goal of spirituality. And in this, we might end up not being all that different from other people around us. People with different religious traditions or none. Actually, I don't think we are all that different. I think we've used the beliefs that divide us to damage the relationships we have with each other, with all others. And today, in this newly international religious and spiritual environment, that's a critical insight. If we're to stop fighting each other over different traditions or different styles of spirituality. Faith, spirituality are shown in our lives and our actions. In our current environment, with religion back on the world's agenda and the search for spirituality a contemporary interest, I think that those of us in the Christian religious stream who seek to be progressive do best to abandon concern for secure beliefs. We hardly even need to debate them anymore. Instead, let's open ourselves to a spiritual awareness that explores our world openly, that trusts where there's no certainty, and that acts out love, justice, and hope in the world. Amen.